The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus summoned his 12 disciples and gave them authority over unclean spirits to drive them out and to cure every disease and every illness. The names of the 12 apostles were Simon called Peter and his brother Andrew, James son of Zebedee and his brother John, Philip and Bartholomew, Thomas and Matthew the tax collector, James son of Alphaeus and Thaddeus, Simon the Canaanian and Judas Iscariot, who betrayed Jesus. Jesus sent out these 12 after instructing them thus: do not go into pagan territory or enter a Samaritan town. Go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. As you go, make this proclamation: the kingdom of heaven is at hand. The gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
The first reading today tells us a tale. It's the tale of Israel and his spiritual infidelity. Because it says the more they were financially and economically prosperous, the more they forgot the Lord and they built altars to other gods. That's what the prophet is complaining about. So he tells them to come back to the Lord and to sow for themselves justice and reap the fruit of piety. They put their faith in their king. The king was going to protect them. Well, we know very well what happened to the northern kingdom in the 8th century. The Assyrians came to the most prosperous part of Israel and took them away, took everything away, and repopulated the land with people from other places. Those are called the Samaritans. So this tale also plays out in our lives spiritually. You know, we have all this confirmandi, we have all these people from RCIA, and the statistics say that a lot of them are going to go on extended vacations from the worship of God. That there are few, select few, who remain faithful to their promises of confirmation. It makes you wonder, what is God doing? What is the sense of that? But in a way, we also have to make the adult decision that I don't want to hit my head against the wall anymore and watch myself bleed because of the wounds that I inflict on myself. I must make a rational, faith-inspired, faith-informed decision to return to the Lord every day inwardly and to cultivate the true piety of service. Notice in the gospel how Jesus sent out the cream of the crop of Harvard University of Jerusalem. Who are these folks? They were wearing their college degrees on their chest. Peter and Andrew and all these other dudes. Even a betrayer. And to these people, these normal, common, ordinary people, they had a special grace to be selected, yes. But what did they bring to the plate? Very little. Even it says, that's why I love the gospel, because it's so realistic, it smacks you in the face. You know, they saw him resurrected. They saw him up to heaven, and it says, but they doubted. Is that what we do? That's the temptation that always faces us. in the face of what's called empirical evidence. It's white. I cannot call it black. It's white. That's empirical evidence. And we're always forever trying to fix the problem and fix the problem. And God, it's almost like it tells you, just keep doing what you're doing. Cultivate your piety, raise your prayers, serve the people of your parish, and I will take care of the rest. So imagine that you are one of the 12. I think the list is incomplete. How about all those Marys that accompanied Jesus? How about Mary Magdalene? How about all those other women? The list is not complete. He also sent 72. And he gave them the same power. I wonder what the lesson for us is. You think? So imagine that you are one of these 12 and you're sent out. And Jesus gives them this very simple message. As you go, make this proclamation. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. And I just ask you to imagine what the kingdom of heaven is for you. And how do you cultivate the kingdom of heaven within you so that then you can be able to share it with others? What would a proclamation be? The kingdom of heaven is at hand. And I would put it to you in these terms. Jesus Christ is Lord.